So this is the pound yen analysis for Monday the 7th of May. Now let's just have a look at the prices and where prices may likely go. So we saw a series of lower highs coming into the market, breaking beyond the 48, 46. We did see price come down towards the 47.35. I didn't quite expect that, but we did come down towards the 47.35. We didn't. From there, we've had another retest of 47.35 more recently. We do still seem to have some bullish buy side momentum in the market now. These candles are still pretty small, open to close, suggesting that there still remains some weakness here in the pound against the yen. But if we do see this continued strength, even though it does seem a bit somewhat weak, we are looking for a move up towards our 48.46, from which we could see that sell side momentum bring us back down towards our 47.35. If, however, we do break and hold the button beyond the 48.46, we're looking for a test of the 49.10. Previously an area where we found some minor support around 49.10. If we do see sufficient volatility to the upside, 49.78 may just come into focus. If, however, we do fail from where we are at present, which seems likely, as these candles are pretty small in size, if we do fail, and we do fail to hold 47.35 on a retest, we are then looking for prices to progress down towards the 140. We have a minor level in around at 146.38. We have a minor level at 146.38, but we're looking ultimately for a move from this 147.35 down towards that 146 level. Successful break from which we're looking for prices to move down towards that 145.11. We've mentioned levels to the upside that we are looking at, and also the downside. So what we'll do now is we'll have a look at the higher time frames to see how prices are developing. We head over to the daily time frame. We get the scalings on there are pretty correct anyway, but let's see if we can get scaling be correct. So there we are. So on this daily time frame, we can see we've got our highs, we've got lower highs, strong sell-off down towards this major level around 47.35. We are seeing a bit of a bullish bounce. We've gone on a bit of a strong run here to the downside, so might see that retracement to the upside, possibly test that 200 period moving average that is currently still sitting in around the 49.10 level, from which we could see that further breakdown in prices. But what we'll do now, that's what we'll likely see here on the if we do see a breakdown from where we are at present. But let's just have a look here at the monthly time frame, then the weekly time frame before wrapping up. So on this monthly time frame, after having this sharp sell-off, we've had a bit of a recovery here on the pound against the yen. But what we're seeing more recently here is we're seeing that after having that bit of a sell-off, we're operating in shadow of this very strong bearish candle. We've had a move up which was rejected last month, and we have seen that momentum follow through into this month, the sell side momentum, and we've seen it follow through. So there is a possibility of retesting our lows, and if we do find support down there, we'll be looking for prices to head further to the upside in alignment with this overall recovery here in the pound against the yen. If we fail, however, we could see an even deeper retracement here on the pound yen to the downside and moves down towards that 145 or so levels. And let's just have a brief look here at a weekly time frame before wrapping up. And over here on this weekly time frame, we can see here we have our lows, posted a series of higher lows. We've had prices head up towards that 156, sharp pullback, brief move upwards, formed a lower high, and again we've seen that momentum fall through to the downside. So we'll look to see whether we can still form a higher low relative to our last swing low for further move to the upside, or whether we'll retrace, test the old lows, and if we do break, we could see quite a bit of sell side momentum come back into this market. And with that said, that wraps up the pound yen analysis. Thanks for watching.